Welcome to Mac's Garage. I'm Mac, and today we're going to be doing a compression test on this 2000 Jeep Cherokee. There's a bunch of work to be done on this Jeep, but first and foremost, we want to make sure that the engine is healthy and that we don't have to start taking it apart first. So let's get to it. Cherokee has an inline engine. We're just going to have to take these bolts out to get the coil pack out, and then we will test the compression on the spark plugs. So the easiest way to learn compression is suck, squeeze, bang, blow, and we're testing the squeeze, which is the compression. So when we do the testing, we want the compression to be fairly similar, like within a couple PSI of each other, and we want it to be above 100, but just in general, as long as they're pretty close to each other, it's in good health. All right, so we're gonna take each spark plug out. So we're taking out all the spark plugs and we're doing all of them at the same time, but you only actually test the compression on one at a time. So you do that so that way the other cylinders aren't making compression, and then the motor can turn more freely. We're gonna put the hose in, and you want to get it as tight as you can. And then we're gonna start the engine. And the first one we did off camera to make sure I knew how to use this compressor, and it was at 175. So we want it all to be very similar, all to be around 175. So it's at 175 also. We're gonna relieve the pressure, disconnect, and then take the hose out and do the next one. All right, so we got 175, 175, 180, 170, 160, 175. Fifth spark plug, the 160 is the only one of any kind of concern. The spark plug is pretty dark, so it's probably either a valve issue or a piston ring issue. As long as the PSI is around 30 difference, it really shouldn't be too big of an issue. Plus, we're just going in the woods and stuff. We're not gonna worry about it. Compression test passed, and we're gonna put spark plugs back in. Spark plugs are back in. And now time to put the coil pack back in. Coil pack is in. All right, let's start this thing. Don't be alarmed if it doesn't start. We've been having problems with that. So it's running, that means everything's back together. So the compression's good, so the motor's good, so we just have now a lot of other things to do. Wiring, lights, the headliner, mirrors, the winch. There's plenty of videos for you to come back and watch. Now that we know the motor's good, we can get it actually ready for the trails. Since that's done, that's the end of the video, but we will be changing the mirrors next, so I want you to come back for that. Make sure to subscribe below, and I hope you come back for next week.